Hi everyone, I am Karan and welcome to Karan's Gyan. Today I'll be talking about Shriram Transport Finance's rights issue. Shriram Transport Finance has come up with a bumper rights issue priced at rupees 570 per rights share, and it plans to raise about 1500 crores through this rights issue. Moreover, we can expect upcoming rights issue for Tata Power and Mahindra Finance. I'll be talking about both these news in detail. So let's get to key takeaways. As you know, Reliance Industries and Aditya Birla Fashion Retail came up with a rights issue simply because they want to raise capital in these unprecedented times so that they have a safeguard and they can boost their business if the industry comes back to how it was before COVID-19 times. So, getting to Shriram Transport Finance, the company has fixed a price of rupees 570 per share and proposed a rights issue of 1500 crores. Just so that you know, Shriram Transport Finance closed at about 697.5 rupees in the last trading session, which was on 6th of July. Comparing this figure to the rights issue it has planned to release, we can see there's an 18% discount. So all the shareholders who want to subscribe to its rights issue, they can get an 18% discount, which is pretty good in these times. So the rights ratio is about 3 is to 26, which means every shareholder who holds 26 shares or shares in the multiple of 26 is eligible for 3 right shares. That means if you hold 26 shares, you're subject to 3 right shares. If you hold 52 shares, you can subscribe for 6 right shares. However, if you hold 50 shares, you're only eligible to subscribe for 3 right shares. So the record date to determine the to determine the existing shareholders is 10th of July. So if you are interested in this rights issue and you want to get some exposure in this finance company, 10th of July is the date. By then you need to have some holdings in Shriram Transport Finance. And if you don't want to enter into this rights and you want no exposure in this company, you need to sell your shares before 10th of July. So 10th of July is the record date, guys. Full amount issue price to be paid in one tranche of rupees 570 per rights equity share. That means uh, people who want to buy or subscribe to these rights issue, they need to give the 570 rupees upfront. So the 570 rupees, which is the rights price, that needs to be paid upfront. Recall in the video of Aditya Birla Fashion Retail, I said that the company has allowed 3 tranches. So for the rights issue of rupees 110, they allowed payment in 3 tranches. One tranche was 55 rupees and the other tranches were 27.5 rupees each, totaling to 110. Using that method, investors who wanted exposure into the right shares of Aditya Birla Fashion, they could get some interest based on the payment that were obligated for future dates. However, in this case, there is a payment that is to be made upfront of 570 rupees. So no interest can be earned by shareholders who want to subscribe to this rights issue. So anyone who gets this rights issue, they can look at this ISIN number, which is International Securities Identification Number. This ISIN number can be used in your trading terminal if you want to buy or sell your rights entitlement. So why is Shriram Transport Finance coming up with the rights issue? Well, I feel this is the best time to come up with the rights issue because the thing is, we got COVID-19 times. Every industry is in a downturn. Either they can face, loss of sales, or they can face bankruptcy. And in these times, it's good to have some capital as a buffer, just in case things go haywire. And that's what Shriram Transport Finance is doing, and I applaud the management's efforts. They want to create a capital buffer, and they believe this is the right time to raise capital and get a competitive edge. Considering the fragile business environment, Shriram Transport Finance is looking to improve its capital adequacy ratio, debt to equity ratio and boost its lending business via this rights issue. So they've said three things in one sentence. I would break it down for you. So as you know, 1500 crores is being raised as rights issue. So 1500 crores would be added to Shriram Transport Finance's war chest. So this 1500 crores can be used to boost its lending business, or improve its capital adequacy ratio, keep some money in their pocket, or improve their debt to equity ratio. They can pay off their debt by this 1500 crores that they raise through this rights issue. Just so that you know, Shriram Transport Finance is a commercial vehicles financier. Who's a commercial vehicles financier? Someone who finances buyers of commercial vehicles. Shriram Transport Finance finances the buyers of heavy, medium to heavy commercial vehicles. And since they finance the buyers, they are not manufacturing the vehicles. I would look at the sales of companies that manufacture these commercial vehicles. And for instance, if I look at Ashok Leyland reported a 90% year on year drop in domestic sales for March 2020. That means 1 out of 10 people are buying commercial vehicles than 10 people that used to buy commercial vehicles before the times of COVID-19. And since lesser people are buying commercial vehicles, obviously there'll be lesser sales and lesser people to finance. Hence, the business of Shriram Transport Finance is under jeopardy, and that's why they're raising capital. So let us get to the company background. Okay, so let us look at the quality of Shriram Transport Finance. Again, we can see 697.5 rupees is the closing price. Quality is seems to be good, and we can see the sales growth 5 year is 14%, and net debt to equity is about 3.23%. Return on equity is about 14%. These are basic figures. Let us look at the valuation. Valuation is attractive. We can see the valuation snapshot here. Any The share price between 5 640 rupees to 900 rupees. Okay, between this range, the valuation of Shriram Transport Finance is attractive. If it crosses this valuation, it becomes fair, and below 633 rupees, the valuation is very attractive. Let us look at the price. So, Shriram Transport Finance has been hammered lately. If I look at 1 month returns, obviously it would have given good returns because the entire stock market is giving good returns. But if I look year to date returns, it made a high of about 1300 rupees during February. Exactly on 24th February, it had reached 1335 rupees, and now it's trading at half its price. If I look at 1 year, 3 year, I can see it has gone up to 1600 rupees, 1611 rupees in 2018. So they have given a very good valuation right now, seeing the quality of the company, which is good. There is good management, there's no management problems. The capital structure is good, but growth levels are hindered. This is the only problem, because of which the quality is just good. Now let us look at the financial trend. Let us look at the financials. Net sales are pretty much stagnant on quarter basis, comparing sales in March 2020 to December 19. Quarter 3 to quarter 4, I see net sales are flat. However, if I go to the net profit, if I go to net profit, I see there has been about 75% drop in net profit. In December 19 quarter, their profit was about 880 crores, and now their profit is about 223 crores, a drop in about 75%. Even their operating margins have taken a hit. As I told you, there are no sales happening of commercial vehicles. 90% drop by Ashok Leyland itself says that of course there are less buyers in the market, and less buyers would lead to less financing. Let us look at year on year. We are comparing March 2020 results to March 2019 results, seeing how the company has improved in 1 year. We see the net sales have increased by 8%, which is a very good sign because it shows that there is growth in the company. However, the profit has dwindled down to about 70%. from about 740 crores to 220 crores. Again, there has been a drop of 70% in the profit. Even operating profit margins have taken a hit. So we can see that this is a point of concern, but this won't be a point of concern if the industry comes back to how it was, compared how it was before coronavirus. So you can expect industry to come back to how it was in about 1 year. In 1 year, things would look better. So if you want to invest in Shriram Transport Finance in 1 year plus perspective, it is a very 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 good share. And shareholding or Shriram Transport Finance, we can have a look. Promoters hold 26% share, and FIIs have the majority shareholding. Mutual funds have about 1.75% stake. They have decreased their stake. Insurance companies have increased their stake, but about 0.26%. Nothing that great, but this gives you an idea about who's holding this share and who's betting against these shares. I'm sorry, who is betting at these shares. So we can see a lot of foreign investors are betting on these shares. Even non-institutions are betting on the shares. Promoters itself are promoting the shares, so that is secondary. Company CV. Shriram Transport Finance is one of the largest asset financing NBFCs in India, with a niche presence in financing pre-owned trucks and small truck owners. The services are, offered by company include commercial vehicle finance, passenger commercial vehicle finance, multi-utility vehicle finance, three-wheeler finance, tractor finance, construction equipment finance. So if you see, all these things have taken a hit lately, and I'm sure they'll come back to how it was. It is one of the largest asset NBFCs in India, and it won't fail. So it is a good thing Shriram Transport Finance is coming up with the rights issue. You can invest and you can earn a good profit in the future if you keep a 1 to 2 year horizon of holding Shriram Transport Finance. So we'll look at the circular by Shriram Transport Finance on the rights issue. The rights issue says 570 rupees fully paid up, rights equity share, terms of payment, full payment to be issued at the time of application. So when you're applying for it, you gotta pay entire 570 rupees. And rights entitlement ratio is 3 for every 26 equity shares held by eligible shareholders on record date. Record date is 10th of July. ISIN number is given here in the circular. ISIN number, national securities identification number, again XYZ details that I've already discussed. Last, I got to finish last part of the news. So we can see, yeah, upcoming rights. So upcoming rights, Tata Power plans to raise about 2000 crore through rights issue. So you can expect Tata Power's rights issue coming up soon. I would guess within a month or two you can expect Tata Power's rights issue. Mahindra Finance plans to raise 3500 crores to rights issue. So even this is a good rights issue that is going to come up. Again, Mahindra Finance wants to bolster its balance sheet. Everyone wants to bolster its balance sheet. Everyone wants a capital buffer to this rights through this rights issue, and I feel the Shriram Transport's rights issue is a good buy for people who are interested to park their excess funds. I don't I don't provocately promote Shriram Transport's rights issue. It is facing a downturn. However, it is a good share. Yeah, and look forward for Shriram Transport's rights issue. I think so. The market would take it well, and a lot of people would subscribe for the Shriram Transport rights issue. And let's see how the subscription in is how the investor appetite is for Shriram Transport rights issue. So, guys, I hope you like the video, and if you like the video, if you like my research, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It gives me a good boost to see a lot of subscribers in my channels and helps me put up more videos for investors, for beginners in stock market who want to understand things better and who want an update on news as soon as possible. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.